Hello, this is Tanmay, and today I'll be telling you how we are going to track our users with cross-domain functionality. So, what we want to do is in the entire journey of our user. Now, this can be on various platforms. There can be various domains of our businesses that we are using, and the user is interacting in all of them. So, what we want to do is we want to track the user as a single customer on our all of the websites or on all the online platforms that are existing. We do not want to count a single user as two or three different users depending on the domain usage. So we'll have to set up cross domain functionality for the same. We can do it by creating a variable for the same. Now this variable will be a bit different from other variables. This is the first time we are going to set up a Google Analytics setting type variable. And as you can see, when you'll go in your variable configuration, what you can do is you can, I'll show you with a fresh variable. So in the user defined variable, you just click on the new button here. And if you scroll down, you'll find a Google Analytics settings. Now, once you'll create this, it will ask you to link the tracking ID of the Universal Analytics platform that you are using. So, if I navigate to my Universal Analytics account, and if I navigate to property settings, so property settings will contain definitely the link of our online platform. Now this is singular, and there will be a tracking ID. Now you need to copy this tracking ID that you have for your Universal Analytics account and navigate back to your Google Tag Manager and paste the tracking ID here. And the cookie domain will be auto. You don't need to disturb the setting. Now, if you expand the more settings, you'll have to also update some of the settings. The most important one is you'll have to type the name of the domains that you want to track the users. And so one can be your website that is mentioned here, and the other link that you are giving here spacing with comma, it can be of the other domain. Like example, I've taken Paytm. In my example, I'll show you. Also in the setting of cross domain, make sure that all the links that you pass are separated with comma, and there is no usage of other symbols here, so that we don't have a problem here. Also in the field to set, you can add a field called allow linker, and the value can be set. So I'll show you how I have created the Google Analytics settings for Universal Analytics. So you can see I have passed the tracking ID. Also the field to set, I have passed the allow linker to be true. Now this enables the linking of these two websites. As previously mentioned, this is the first website, that is this is the first website, Enchanting Dolphins, and the next website is separated by a comma. After this point, the domain that I have passed is of a different website, and definitely I am the owner of these two domains. So like this, we are going to set up a Google Analytics setting for Universal Analytics. So once you have created this variable, your job is done here. Now you'll have to navigate to analytics for the same. And in the property settings, what you'll have to do is you'll have to navigate to tracking info, and below that section of tracking info, you'll have to select referral exclusion list. Now, by default, the website that you are using will be here. It will be already there once you visit this. The other website name that you gave there in the Google Analytics setting variable, you will have to pass it here. Supposedly, I gave the name of Paytm, so I will have to add it in the exclusion list. Now, this signifies that both these domains will be linked to each other, and the user, if a user comes to either of the website, will be considered as a single user, and the customer ID will be same for the user. So that is definitely going to help us track our user in a better way and make data more reliable. Now, after you have done this thing, you can navigate back to the Google Tag Manager and we can preview the things. So when we'll preview it, what you will notice that the variable that I created will be showing up in the variable list. So my website gets opened up. It is in the GTM debug mode. And for some interactions that I want to make here, okay, I have scrolled. Now, if I continue and show you the content initialization and navigate to the variable section, you will notice the variable that we created. This was the value that we created, and it's a JavaScript object, and it contains both the links, the Enchanting Dolphins link and also the paytm.com link. So what we have done here actually is we have linked both the domains, and the cross-domain functionality has been achieved here. Also, if I show you the website, the debug mode that was opened here, and if I press F12 here, and if I load the console, the customer ID that will be passed here will also be the same, and it won't be different even if I navigate to both of the domains. Either it can be Paytm or it can be my website link, and whatever the field names will be there, it will be stored in the Google Analytics setting, Universal Analytics object, the variable that we create. So this is how we are going to achieve cross-domain tracking. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.